So Kitty is making something. What are you making, Kitty?
Well, you wanted me to make my sweet potato buns.
I did.
This is not the most exciting portion. I'm just not going to make them until tomorrow, but I'm going to make, it takes sweet potato puree.
Well, by the magic of editing, nobody would have known that.
Oh.
You've just broken the fourth wall.
I see. Well, I am merely peeling a sweet potato or two.
Yes, several of the subscribers are interested into the sweet potato bread and how to make it.
Well, it actually turned out, I thought, quite nicely, and it's quite easy. Just a yeast bread, very little kneading involved. Sweet potato, mash, like I said. The usual suspects of flour and water, and actually this one calls for milk, soy milk.
Milk?
Soy milk.
Okay.
And a little bit of oil, and some, you could use any kind of spice and herbs that you like. I've just actually been using thyme because I kind of liked that in it, but you could use anything you wanted.
Right, one of my co-workers is looking forward to tasting some on Friday, because on Friday I'm going for 4 nights, and on the first night only I actually have somebody working with me, and they expressed an interest in this.
And the thing is, the recipe says, and I don't know if it makes any difference, to cook it in a cast iron pot. So I've been doing that. I have a little pot that sort of fits.
Because you're a homesteader, so you have a cast iron pot.
And it fits quite nicely in the cast iron pot. So I'm going to do 2 of these, because if there's extra, I can always feed it to the dogs.
Only if cooked though, right?
Yes. Well, I don't think, I suppose if anyone eats an uncooked sweet potato. Maybe they do.
So we have 2 dogs. Becky.
There's on the couch.
He's on the couch, is he? Has he got over his wall?
I don't know.
Kitty does not wish to be on camera today, but I will get her to be on camera tomorrow.
Like I say, not the most exciting thing. I'm just chopping it up roughly.
People have been at home for 8 weeks watching Netflix. This is probably the most exciting TV they've seen.
I have water in a pot to boil.
Not cast iron though, is it?
Well, not for this part. This is the part. This isn't the baking of the bread. This is
You're
just
supposed to set your own fire in the garden and do it on cast iron to be a proper homesteader.
I'm not a homesteader. I'm a cook.
A cook, a chef.
I'm a chef,
A
but
dog owner.
I cook a lot. So
Should you not be wearing your special gloves to stop you cutting your hands to pieces?
probably.
I always worry about Kitty doing this.
I do tend to have kitchen injuries. I doubt my technique is particularly attractive or efficient, but I'm just chopping these up so that they cook relatively quickly, and then I can smash them up.
You
Not
smash them.
terribly finessed, I admit.
Well, simple is good.
And then when the water boils, I will put them in there for 15 minutes. If they're not soft, I will put them in until they're soft. Then I will probably add a bit of soy milk, because I found that the recipe could use a little bit more than it calls for. And smush them up into mash.
Do you know where you got the recipe from?
Online. I printed it out, and I like it, and I forgot I had it. And then I found it again when I went through.
This is what I mean about a technique.
Yeah, I know. I'm a little
You should be wearing the gloves.
I'm a little bit risque. What can I say? Just cutting out little brown bits, making the pieces relatively uniform. So they cook in roughly the same time.
Could you not do this with potato?
Well, it wouldn't give you the nice orangey color of the buns.
Ah, okay.
And sweet potato is a slightly different texture, but I imagine you could do it with squash.
Squash. Well, maybe we should experiment with squash sometime.
You could have squash. Sweet potato rolls sound better than squash rolls.
After 17 minutes,
20 minutes.
20 minutes,
They're soft.
soy milk is in. Mashing by hand
You
is
could use
carried.
whatever. You could use it. You could use beaters, but they're pretty soft.
Becky, quiet on set.
And when all the lumps are out, I'll just set it aside. I need 3/4 cup for the recipe, so I probably have enough for a couple of batches.
Very good. I shall look forward to doing this tomorrow.
You could use beaters, it would probably be a little better.
Why wouldn't you blend it?
That's what I mean.
Oh.
But I'm just doing it this way. Yeah.
Getting rid of your aggression. Well, that's it for today. The next part of this video will be tomorrow, by the magic of Bull Terrier, Bad Terrier Productions 2020. Mr. Bear, you had a very long walk and I don't think you'll ever get over it.